Alrighty. Hello everybody. This is Kirusho here, and now, before we do start, let's give a brief little review. In the last part, a number of things have happened. We had Deku. Deku, he has been through quite a lot. In the last part, he went to get advice from his father from another reality, and he also discovered that his spider sense was back. Now, that was definitely quite intriguing to Deku. However, Deku, after he received this advice, he went back to his home reality, where he talked to Cindy, discovered his daughter's name, and Cindy left, telling him to stay in the tower and try to help out. Now, Deku is doing so. However, let's review what's been going on for the first year of Deku and Cindy's marriage. Number 1. The biggest elephant in the room. He was not there for Cindy at the birth of his daughter. Number 2. He kinda cheated on Cindy whenever he was under mind control. And she can't really blame him for that, but it is still somewhat of a talking point. Number 3. He murdered Madame Web. Number 4. He murdered Kane. Number 5. He murdered Anya. And number 6. Deku. Deku said quite a lot of things that hurt a lot of people. And fact is, he is still seen as someone Madame Web, or not Madame Web, the Spider Queen, might have an interest in. So, there's that. He has to talk to quite a lot of people to make amends, and just to try and solve the problem he has become a part of. Now, Cindy left, and Deku, he's currently in the lab trying to help out. And we do cut to him, right now, hanging from a web upside down, and staring at a problem. The board in front of him going to show his work. Okay. Let's see. Everything so far looks fine, but Okay. It looks like it's possible. Probable? That's definitely it, but Okay, so the whole Venom thing. Or anti-Venom? You know what, that's a bit complicated, but he doesn't have time for that. Okay. Anti-Venom. Anti-Venom. The way it looks here on the board, the solution, everything like that, okay, so they need a way to disperse this across the entire city at once. But that's an issue. Okay, so how can they handle this? They need a different delivery method. Payload method? Okay, but getting off of that for right now, what else can they do? Well, actually, there is a few other things to think about. Okay, so take your mind away from the problem for right now and the solution will come to you. Okay. Your spider sense came back, but it's gone again. And that doesn't make sense. So how did that come to pass? If your spider sense isn't gone in that universe, then it was never gone in this universe. Your body's natural radar. It's not that it's broken. It's being disrupted. But if that's the case, then this all started whenever the jackal hit him with a device. It was broadcasting on frequencies that... Wait a minute. The jackal knew how to block his spider sense. He said as much. He knew it existed. Oh my god. The jackal built a machine to... But no. That's not possible, is it? Read. Deku turning his head. And right now we do cut to the second level of the lab, where a man does a reform. Him going to rise up from a mound of what looks to be gelatin. And right now Reed, he actually does a reform his entire body. Instead of being relaxed. Now, he does actually lean his head over, asking, What is it? He's sort of trying to focus. I have a few questions. Can you come look at this? Reed stretching his head over. Him talking about it. It's all upside down. No, turn your head upside down and just listen to what I have to say. Hmm? Oh, I see how that does work. Hmm. But what about, listen, not any of that right now. It's just, I've got a question. Proceed. Is it possible to disrupt the internal radar of animals with a device or machine? Submarine sonar does that to whales, so yes. Okay, now another question. In theory, is it possible for said sense or navigation or pre-warning systems in animals, is it possible for them to break? I don't know. You don't know. Usually if the pre-warning system breaks, the animal is already dead. So no, I don't believe that it's possible for them to break. Then again, it is possible for them to act up to something. Be disrupted and be messed up is a possibility. Why? Okay, I believe that Jackal may build a device to block my spider sense. And it all makes sense because this all started with him. He brought up the idea that he knew about the ability. He hit me with a machine and then it just disrupted me. I'm thinking that he knows it works, so he's using a machine on that frequency to spread it throughout the entire island. I don't know. It makes sense. Hmm. In theory, that is possible. In practice, you'd have to know the exact frequency. Is it possible he knows, or is he just broadcasting on a wide bandwidth? I don't know. Whatever he's doing, it's affecting me and the entire city. And somehow it's only me. Is there a difference between me and someone else with a spider virus? There are a few key differences, but I don't think that there's nothing concrete why. It's just a theory. Listen, I know it sounds outlandish, but it doesn't. Hmm? It sounds possible. That's why you're looking into it. Listen, alert anyone that you can and give them a warning. And while you do that, how about you explain to me the conclusion you got to here? Okay, right. Anyways, listen. The best way to summarize all of this right here, quick and easy, is anti-venom is good. So far, it's the basis for our cure, and just with a little bit more enhancements, we got it. But I don't like that. No one does. But the thing is, the delivery method is the problem. I mean, we could put it in the water, but the moment people start getting cured, they'll avoid that. The people who want to keep their powers are going to be desperate. The people who don't want their powers to be taken from them are going to be worried. The people who just want to resist all of this, who don't realize how bad it is for them. I mean, we can offer it up to them, but without them trying to take it, we can't force it on them. So you're worried the island might stay contained forever. I mean, would you rather live on a place where you have no powers or live on an island where you have powers? You still have food, you still have water, you still have civilization. Hmm. It is quite the hefty trade-off. I know. So, that's why we might need to explain a few things. Right. So, are you done here? No, I really shouldn't be. But then again, I need to call and give them a few heads up. I'll do that real quick and I'm gonna go check on my daughter. They're gonna actually jump down from his web. Him telling Reed. He can handle this real quick though while he's gone, right? Hmm? Everything's basically already done. We're just trying to figure out methods to get people to take the cure. Right. And then we got to announce it, and then we can actually use the cure. Hmm? What do you mean? Think about it. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Okay, we already know where the Spider Queen is. We already know where everything is at. So, before she does an attack or anything, we need to get things ready. Get things. This being where Deku does hear a bit of a sound. Hey, I'm gonna turn his head. What was that? Deku pressing a button on his ear. Friday? Yes, hello? Did you contact me? I sent a message to you, yes. What is it? Your private quarters. There has been an update on your daughter. Is it alright? Is she okay? She is fine. Someone is currently attending to her. Who? Now, Deku does turn and walk away. As Reed, he does somewhat get a bit puzzled by that. Did Deku find a solution? And that's where Deku, he is quickly heading to his room. As he's actually walk in and close the door. Him looking around. As right now Black Cat is going to step out with her suit on. And right now Deku, he is going to look at her, asking her what did she do to his daughter. I did nothing. I didn't want to talk to you. Okay, Friday, is my daughter okay? Yes, she is. Black Cat has comforted her. She was crying. And that's it. Correct, yes. You don't have to worry so much. I'm not gonna kill a kid. Or harm an infant. I just came to talk to you. How'd you even get in the tower? That was easy. But do you really want to hear about that, or do you want to hear about what I have to say? What is it, Felicia? Izuku Midoriya. Yeah. You know, I always thought you had a different name. Hercules stepped forwards, talking about it. She always thought he'd be different, look different. I mean, he's a handsome guy. But then again, the fact is, he hides it. Deku gonna bring his hands up, telling her, why is she here? So defensive. Kinda have to be. No more spider sense. Right. Right. I'm here to talk about Kane. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to kill him. I know you didn't. But I'm here to talk to you about him. I want to know those things that you said under mind control. Were they true? I don't know. I said a lot of things that get into a lot of people's heads, and I messed up by getting into my own head. You say that, but how do you know? I mean, there was a time, me and you, running around the city, having fun, playing games. You always let me get away. I wondered why. Interest and attraction? A desire? I mean, I have played games with you before, but at the same time, you've played them with me. We're stepping forwards, and right now Deku is bring his hand up. Him going to push her away whenever she tried to get in close personally. Okay, stop. What? Don't like it? No, it's not. No, it's. You came to talk about Kane, talk about Kane. What you're trying to do is get close to me. If you're trying to steal my Avengers card, then stop. If you're trying to talk to me, talk to me. If you're trying to just seduce me, just say it. I miss him. I do too. I have to live with what I did. He was a part of you. And you're him. No, I'm not. If you want to honor him, turn over a new leaf. Be a good guy. There it is. What? Was wondering whenever that would pull itself out of your card, or your wallet, or whatever. Are you okay? Not really, no. I had a bit of a drink and then I came to talk to you. Oh, I see what's going on here. Do you? Are you sure? We're gonna step forwards again. And this time whenever Deku does bring his hands up, she actually is going to push them away. Her moving Doki forward, pressing herself into Deku. Talking about it. She wants to hear him actually talk. She wants to actually hear him spill his guts. Come on, just talk to her. Have all these years of them just chasing each other around been for nothing? What? She finally found a spider, and he finally found someone else? And then what? They stop their game? They still play it, don't they? She still runs from the law, and he still tries to be the police officer? Put the cuffs on her? See how things go? I mean, come on. Things are just that simple, aren't they? Can't they go back to how things were before? Them trying to chase each other down? Being reckless, having a little bit of fun? I mean, he's got to miss it, doesn't he? Like how she misses it? Okay, I'm gonna make things quite clear. Deku bring his hands up, grabbing onto her shoulders. Him gonna pull her away, as she actually just don't lean forwards. Her jumping up to kiss Deku. And Deku actually to push her away. Him almost pushing her across the room. However, Deku does so with enough force for her to actually pay attention to him. Him going to push her as if to tell her, stop it. Why? We both know, shut up! What? Just stop it! Okay? Yes, at some point we could have been together. At some point we could have had something. But that's done. It's over with. I was mourning Toga. The chase I needed. The chase I liked. Yes, a hot, pretty girl. One who likes to flirt. Who likes to be a part of this life for me. Someone I think I can share the secrets with. That's what you used to be. But now, it's over. That is over. It's the old era. This is the new. Alright? I'm married. I have a daughter. I'm over a lot. But you're not over me. I told you, that's old news. That wasn't a no. Are you really trying to pull this right now? I don't want to scream at you while she sleeps, because I don't want to scare her or wake her up. Just leave. Can you just do that? We can talk about Cain. We can mourn him together, but just get out of here. Alright? Try to be a hero and just try to help. Then we can go forward. Together. As friends, Felicity. Or Felicia. Sure. Her gonna turn. I'm gonna walk out. Her getting to the door and expressing. You know, him and Cain were a lot alike. He likes to say that they aren't. But Cain was like that too. Pushing her away whenever things got hard. Pushing her away and not being so personal. Kane was hard-headed and thick-skinned, but he knew when to let her in. Is he going to let Cindy in? I'll deal with that whenever I need to. Are you going to talk to her? I am. Well, remember, can't talk to her. Give me a call. We're going to turn and walk away. And Deku is actually going to turn and sit down. Him trying to process what to even do. Oh, lovely. Not a crazy ex-girlfriend, but... Deku pressing a button on his ear. Hello, Izuku? Hey, Reed. What's going on? Is everything fine? Everything's fine. It's just, I... Never mind. Listen. I figured out how to deal with and get the queen in our grasp, custody. Hard to explain. Go ahead. Okay. She's expecting us to announce a cure. She's expecting us to talk about how the cure, it can help and provide stability for New York. People are already rioting and causing chaos. People off the island are concerned. And people on the island who want normalcy, they'll take the cure. As far as I'm aware, the Queen is powered by the spread of the virus. This pathogen rapidly mutating. She is. Yeah. There's a lot of things you guys don't understand about it. That's how she knows that people are uninfected. They add and bolster her strength. The moment she feels herself start to weaken, she'll go into action. So we set this all off. Exactly. Listen. I know she's working on something to affect the mainland, affect the rest of New York City. But if it gets off the island, then we're doomed. She's trying to make a more aggressive strain, more rapid strain. And I think I know the best method to do this. We announce we have a cure, and we act like we're falling into a trap. However, we get everyone together. Shield, the heroes, and a few other people. Then, we take her on. We begin the efforts to cure people. And we also make sure things are okay. We tell people to come to a certain location and we give them the cure. However what? However, we don't mass produce the cure there. What do you mean? We send the cure out, different places, all over the city. People can take cures there, and then the queen will have to divide up her attention. Try and find where the cure is. And that's where she'll try and send someone to destroy it. How do you know she won't just send an army? Because she can't. People will try to do what they can. However, if we start mass producing a cure with smoke, or more efficiently, a cloud, an aerosol, that could work. But with how concentrated it would have to be, it's possible. See what I mean? I do. Now, while that's currently happening, we do actually have something else going on. Down below, some of the people swinging through New York City, swinging through the island. Some were having a good time. And currently we do cut to a person who, they were sitting there having a bit of fun. And they were talking about it. They were thinking about going to swing over the city and seeing exactly if they can win the race they heard that was going on. See if they can beat a speed record. And right now, a few other people who sat there, they talked about it. I mean, he can't be serious, right? I mean, some of those things are hard to beat, and last time they checked, him getting that clothesline on a steel beam wasn't really that good. I mean, didn't he knock out a tooth? I was fine. Besides, I still almost beat the record. If I didn't get hit by the thing, I would have been fine. I was only 2 seconds behind. Still upset about those 2 seconds. Yes, I was. Listen, I can win and I can beat the record. If I do, I can get some money. Sure. The bird's gonna turn. The Spider is gonna go off. As right now, we do cut to a man who he was getting out of the taxi. But right now, things didn't feel right. His blood was boiling. He felt like his body was on fire. He felt like nothing was okay. And then we do actually have the person who is talking about the race. They started to feel their heart beating fast, their mind beginning to change, their body just jumping adrenaline, and they just felt like they were going into overdrive. Before, their actions of their body started to mimic the traits of a spider, changing and mutating. Before the man looked up, seeing other people turning into the hulking monsters. A giant fucking spider monster. And the guy had a few thoughts going through his mind as he slipped into unconsciousness. And right now the spider took over. As many people start to lay waste to the streets and begin to start following orders. The queen has enacted a plan, and right now, she has a few things to do. A few things that need to happen. There's definitely something going on. And right now, Deku is left unaware to much of it. Because, while that's happening, we do cut to about 10 minutes ago, where Deku, he walked into a room. Him gonna turn and lock the door. Him going to turn back and step inside. Him gonna talk to Julia. He doesn't want to interrupt her meditation. Shit. Okay. Can you not do that? I said I didn't want to interrupt, but it's important. What is it? Listen, they're going to walk over and sit down. I might have found out what's going on with my spider sense. That's good. So how do we fix it? It's not broken. It's not broken. Okay. Have you had any problems with your spider sense? No, but I have had problems looking into the future. That might be related. Listen, you know how my spider sense works on a frequency to my brain? Uh-huh. Yeah. So what do you think is wrong? Remember how I was hit by the jackal in a device? Oh my god. Do you see where I'm going with this? You think that bastard built a spider sense blocker? I mean, that would make a few things make sense, but it doesn't explain why I'm not affected. You're somehow on a different frequency than me. It could be that since you're, a different spider person, it's unique. I mean, you're tuned halfway in, but also not. Like, instead of on, uh, let's say, well, I'm on a 22.5. You're on a 22.4. I mean, there's barely a difference, but there's still interference and static. You don't know how radio waves work, do you? Probably not, but you're somehow close to the frequency I'm on, and you're being affected. I know that much. It makes sense, doesn't it? It sort of does. Hmm. Okay, I see what you mean. So, how are things? Difficult? How so? I want to talk to Cindy about me getting back into the field, going to Jekyll's lair, and trying to destroy this thing if I can find it. And that's if it exists. Okay, so you're sure it exists, though. It's a definite maybe. Worth a shot? So, at the risk of sounding insane, if she says yes to your plan, if she says yes, then we go ahead and ambush Jackal. We take him down and stop him from trying to make a way to destroy the cure. He's got to be up to something, though. I mean, it's a possibility, right? It's a possibility, but it's not definite. He's probably trying to find a way to stop us, but how else are we going to do this? The simplest way. You talk to Cindy for me, and I'll talk to her when she comes to me. You want to use me to talk to your wife. I'm not. Okay, it's a plan to save the world in New York, okay? Besides, you're being affected by this too, so she'll look at it from your point of view. I just gave you the information, you put the pieces together, and that is how things end. You want me to take the credit for this. You're me. So, yes. Also, she's not mad at you. You know, you think being a woman for over. Oh God. You forget your birthday? Yeah. You think being a woman for over 4 years would have told me quite a lot. But you and I still have trouble understanding Cindy. Yeah. Reed has troubles with his marriage, so that tells you quite a lot. That does somewhat reassure me. Yeah, it reassured me too. So, can you talk to Cindy for me, please? I can, yeah. And what are you gonna say to her when she talks to you? I have a few things to talk to her about. And only a few of them are about. You know what? I'll just tell her about all that. Right. Anyways, I'll give her a call. Now, currently, that's what Julieta's gonna do. She goes to make the call. Meanwhile, in New York, they are beginning to have people turn into giant spiders. And that definitely is not fun. People try to take action. People try to take up arms and handle the situation. But many people, they're not ready for this. Others are succumbing to anger, aggression, the more primal parts of their body, or their physiology. And the virus is wreaking havoc on them. It's taking over. And that definitely is a bad thing. Now, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. And have an amazing day. I'll catch you guys in the next part.